That crack running across your concrete patio slab didn't show up overnight. And if you leave it alone, it is not going to stay that size. You've probably noticed it getting a little longer, a little wider, every season. Maybe weeds are starting to push up through it now. Maybe water pools near it after it rains. And you've been telling yourself, it's fine, it's just a crack. The patio's old. Here's the truth. That crack is an open door, and every month you leave it open, the repair gets bigger and more expensive. But here's the good news I want you to hold on to. Caught at this size, this is one of the most satisfying, genuinely cheap fixes a homeowner can make. We're talking about $30 to $50, not a contractor's invoice. So let me walk you through what's actually happening in that crack, what makes a repair last, and the one mistake that makes most patio crack repairs fail within a year. First, why does a patio crack in the first place? Because concrete, for all its strength, has one enemy it can never beat: water and movement. The slab shifts slightly as the soil beneath it settles, expands, and contracts through the seasons. Concrete is rigid, so instead of bending, it cracks. And here's the part that matters for you: the crack itself isn't really the problem. The problem is what the crack lets in. Once it opens, water runs down into it. That water sits under your slab, softens the soil, and freezes and expands in winter, prying the crack wider from the inside. So a hairline crack ignored for 2 winters can become a half-inch gap with one side sitting higher than the other. The crack is a wound, and water is the infection. Now, the single most important thing to understand before anything else: not all patio cracks are the same, and knowing which one you have decides everything. Here's the simple way to read it. A hairline crack, thinner than about 1/8 of an inch, is surface level and the easiest thing in the world to seal. A medium crack, up to about 1/4 of an inch, needs a bit more muscle and a proper patching compound to stay stable. And anything wider than 1/2 inch, or where one side of the crack is sitting higher than the other, is telling you the soil underneath has shifted, and that one may be worth a professional's eyes. Because filling it without addressing the ground underneath just means it tears open again somewhere new. So the first thing to know is simply which of those 3 buckets your crack falls into. That alone tells you what you're really dealing with. So what actually makes a patio crack repair last? It comes down to a few things most people get wrong, and understanding them is the difference between a fix that holds for 10 years and one that fails by spring. The first is cleanliness. A repair only bonds to concrete that's genuinely clean and dry. Filler forced into a dusty, damp crack never grips, and it's the single most common reason repairs pop back out within a year. On a shaded patio where the concrete stays damp, filler simply won't hold, which is why timing the work to a dry stretch matters more than people realize. The second is the material, and it's matched to the size of the crack. Hairline cracks are handled by a simple concrete crack sealant in a caulk tube, $10 to $20. Medium cracks need a polymer-modified patching compound or a vinyl concrete patcher, like Quick Retes, because it's blended to flex and bond rather than crack again the way brittle straight cement does. And there's a detail the pros rely on that most homeowners have never heard of. For any crack deeper than about 1/4 inch, a foam backer rod goes into the gap first. That rod controls how deep the filler sits and gives a flexible sealant something to work against. And without it, sealant ends up applied far thicker than it's designed for, and it fails early. Over that, a 1-part polyurethane sealant like Sikaflex stays slightly flexible after curing. So when the slab shifts next winter, the repair moves with it instead of splitting. That flexibility is why the right product outlasts the cheap one many times over. The third thing is the step almost everyone skips: sealing the whole surface, not just the crack. Filling the crack fixes today's problem. Sealing the patio prevents tomorrow's. A penetrating silane-siloxane sealer soaks into the concrete itself and blocks water from reaching the pores and invisible hairlines where next year's cracks are already forming. That's the difference between patching one crack and preventing the next 5. Now let me save you from the mistake that undoes all of it. Water management. If your patio doesn't drain, if water pools on it or runs toward it instead of away, no repair will hold because you're fighting the exact force that caused the crack in the first place. That means a slab that slopes slightly away from the house gutters and downspouts pointed away from the patio, and where water genuinely collects, that's where a French drain, or better grading, earns its keep. Sealing a crack while ignoring where the water goes is like bailing a boat without plugging the hole. And here's the honest line, because not every crack is a weekend job. If the crack is wider than half an inch, if the two sides are at different heights, or if it runs deep through the full slab, that's not a caulk tube situation, that's a resurfacing or a leveling job. For sunken or uneven sections, professionals today often use polyjacking or foam leveling, where expanding foam is injected beneath the slab to lift it back into place without tearing anything out. It's worth getting a couple of estimates and asking about those methods rather than throwing filler at a structural problem. Resurfacing a patio professionally can run into the low thousands, which is exactly why catching it small matters so much. The difference between a $30 tube today and a $2,000 resurface later is nothing but how long you wait. So here's where we land. That crack in your concrete patio slab is water's way in, and it only grows. But if it's still small, hairline or medium, both sides level, it's one of the best value repairs there is. The repairs that last all share the same things: a clean, dry crack, a backer rod in the deep ones, filler matched to the size, a penetrating silane siloxane sealer over the whole surface, and water directed away from it. Get those right, and the crack that's been slowly spreading across your patio stops for the price of a takeout dinner. Walk out there this weekend, take a real look at it, and you'll know exactly which kind of crack you're standing over, and whether it's yours to handle or one to call in.